P2, 5.1. My name is Daou Na. I live with my mother in an apartment building at 1608 Ash Street. We share the building with 7 other families. Mom and I live on the 2nd floor. My friends Joel and Lashana Prince live with their parents across the hall. Joel and Lashana are twins, and we are all the same age, 8. Donna and Ted Gray live next to Joel and Lashana's family. They adopted their son Alexander from Russia. Alex giggles whenever I make funny faces at him. The Benitez family just moved into the apartment next to ours. Mr. and Mrs. Benitez do not speak much English, but they are very friendly. I love visiting them and their newborn baby Ava. Mrs. Benitez lets me be her helper. Mr. Livingston and his teenage sons, Max and Nick, live on the floor below Mom and me. They are on the 1st floor. Max and Nick help their dad get dressed and ready for work each day. They do the grocery shopping too. But they don't cook the meals. Mr. Livingston does that. The kitchen is bigger than ours, and the cooking equipment is just where Mr. Livingston can reach it. Everyone knows when Mr. Livingston is cooking. He makes the whole building smell wonderful. Louisa and Alma Santos live across from the Livingstons. They are sisters. Louisa is older than Alma. They both go to college and are studying to become doctors. The Santos sisters watch me when my mother needs to run an errand. That's when I pretend to be their younger brother. You're such a pest, Daoun, Louisa jokes when I try to distract her from what she is studying. The Wangs live next door to the Santos sisters. Mr. and Mrs. Wang have lived in the building longer than any other family. They have 6 grown children. All of them grew up right there in that apartment. Mr. and Mrs. Wang have a lot of grandchildren. There must be more than 20 of them. Whenever some of their grandchildren visit, I sneak down the stairs to see what they are doing. Mr. Wang always sees me and has me come in and play. I love that. Mrs. Douglas and her 3 granddaughters live across the hall from the Wangs. The 3 granddaughters are Kayla, Mayla, and Rayla, and no, they are not triplets. Their names just happen to rhyme. Every morning, Mrs. Douglas walks her 3 granddaughters, the twins, and me to school. Once we're there, she asks, "Where's my sugar?" We each plant a sweet kiss on Mrs. Douglas's soft cheek. Sometimes I give her 2 sweet kisses. She loves that. The families in our apartment building gather for a potluck supper once a month. We eat, talk, and laugh like we are one big family. Mrs. Douglas flings open her door and sings, "Potluck time, families of 1608 Ash Street." Then we head for Mr. Livingston's apartment. Each family brings food to share. Mr. Livingston always greets us with a new dish he has created. While the grown-ups talk, the children play games in the hallway. We usually manage to stay out of trouble. When it's time to go, we tell each other good night. "See you in the morning," I say. "Sleep tight, Daoun," everyone answers. I go to bed feeling happy that Mom and I are one of the families at 1608 Ash Street.